Hello Sagittarius, a very warm welcome to you. We are doing the reading for the month of September. So let us see what September has in store for Sagittarius. Yeah, I'll take this. That's your first week card. It's your second week card. I think these cards are going to come out on their own. Let's see what's for the third week. Should I cut the deck? Yeah, I think I will. That's for your third week, and that is for your fourth week of September. Okay. So in the first week of September, Sagittarius, you've got this card of education, of studying, spending some time researching, gathering information, knowledge, time spent in solitude for some of you, studying and reading alone. But definitely a time to gather information. I don't know why cards for you are going all over the place. Maybe it's just my energy. Alright, now let us begin. Education. And we have the moon card. So this is the time of, spending, this is the week to spend a little time contemplating, being intuitive, just focusing on, gathering some knowledge, especially, it's like, the hidden knowledge. For some of you, you could be involved in mystical studies, right, at this point in time. Learning, modalities pertaining to spiritual subjects, right? Learning something about them, honing your skills, gathering more information, doing some research. Some of you could just be in that path where you just want to just tune into your intuition and, have a connection with your intuition to, so that you always know what it is trying to tell you with respect to everything. So it's basically all about gathering information and learning something. So the moon card is also connecting with your intuitive side. Four of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Some of you could be studying some in a group, okay, studying with others. If you feel that you need to spend some money on buying books, right, enrolling for a course, wanting to study, I think it'll be a good idea. Some of you would want to study on your own, and some of you would like to study in a group. Okay, both things are there depending on what it is that you want, what is the field of studying. Sometimes we need to study subjects on our own, and sometimes a group participation helps a lot. But here it would be a good idea if you feel you need to spend money on that. Don't hold back on that, because that is going to be a good investment. Money invested in studying will always give good returns regardless of what you're studying, right? And I think that is going to be money wisely spent. It's going to be an investment when you're spending money on this kind of education. So don't hold back. And some of you you could be close to going to college, pursuing higher studies. That is also there for some of you, right? So that is also going to be something which is going to make you feel very happy. You will want to celebrate. But I do feel all of you, whether you are studying as an adult, whether you're studying as someone younger, or it is about education for somebody in your family, if the money is a concern, this card is telling you that this money spent on education is going to be a good investment. It's going to give you good returns. It's a form of investment which is going to give you good returns, right? So some of you could be celebrating the news of someone going to, having got admission in a particular college, right? You yourself getting admission into a institute, college you've been wanting to. And some of you are very happy to just studying on your own, right? So even the time spent in studying, whatever you're studying alone, whether it's the mystical sciences, whether, like I said, it's hidden knowledge, if you feel that you're spending a lot of time in that, no, it's not a waste of time. You're investing your time well. You're gathering some knowledge which is not privy to everyone. A very small percentage of people get that. So that is time well spent, and that is money well spent. second week of September for Sagittarius, bone collector. See, this card talks of, look at your circumstances to see that, are you in your present, or are you always lingering in the past somewhere? Okay, there are something about your past, Sagittarius, which is haunting you, which is really not over. It can also be that, you are, too focused on the dead and gone aspects of life. Something which is pretty much over, but you're keeping some remnants of that as a reminder of all those things, but they don't remind you of anything pleasant. They just are unpleasant reminders. And then, it's like, you feel that you need to hold on to some kind of resources, even though they might not be very fruitful, they might not be the best thing for you. So this card also talks of, a little bit of feeling the lack of something and holding on to something from the past because you do not know whether you will get something more in the future or no. So it is both these things, lack of resources, lack of stability, lack of, not having, the thing that you don't have enough, or, going back into the past and just, feeling very unhappy with what has happened. It's not, you're not clear of that. Got the 6 of Wands, but this is a card of victory. You've got the Emperor card and you've got the Empress card. These are very good cards to get. I feel, having done all of this, this is what you will heal. You will clear up the past for yourself. Anything unpleasant which you are carrying in your memory. Okay, having, got this knowledge for yourself, you will know that you're out of a past which was bothering you, which was not sufficient, which was lacking in, a few things, which reminded you of, an unpleasant time. See, I'll give you an example. Supposing you wanted to go somewhere and you wanted to study, right? Because you got the education card. You could not do it that time. Maybe that was the wound you were carrying all along. Maybe at that earlier on you did not have the time, you did not have the resources to pursue, and it's always been in there, in you, that I wish I could have done that. And that is something which has been lingering in you, Sagittarius, for a long time. All of that is going to get healed in the second week of September, the moment you go ahead with this, right? So that, like, it can be so many things for everyone, but I think that is what is getting fulfilled for you in the second week of September. That's why you've got these wonderful cards of victory, feeling in control, feeling in charge of your life, and knowing that you've got everything now what you want, and you can go and pursue and create what you want to. So that sense of abundance prosperity, well-being, having enough, whether it was a time, whether it was resources, whatever it might be, it could be both. General sense of well-being. Okay, third week of September, sad embrace. Why are you feeling sad in the third week of September, Sagittarius? Knight of Cups, 9 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. The sad embrace is, we are feeling a little unhappy and a little sad about, what you can expect. I feel that, in the second week of September, you might be creating a negative, I will not use the word negative, this is one word I have decided not to use. It just doesn't sound nice. There is nothing negative as such, it's just our own definition. Anyway, so you are, I think, in the third week, all these good things which have come in, I think it's going to make you feel a little gloomy. Why? Because you're creating a slightly pessimistic outlook for yourself. You're starting out very happily, but you feel that, what will happen? It might not work out well. What are other people going to say? Maybe I really don't deserve all of this. That pessimism is likely to set in the third week of September after these two, glorious weeks. So you will feel that should I be moving forward with it, or should I really be doing this? Is this something which I'm supposed to do? Is it going to give me the returns? Is it going to give me the same kind of joy and happiness which I thought it would give when I would have done it a lot earlier? And of course, what other people are going to say. And these are unfounded fears. This is unfounded anxiety. It's all about things getting blown out of proportion in your own head, Sagittarius. Become immune to poison. This is not something which somebody else is going to do. Your own thought process is going to become a little pessimistic based on comparison, based upon what you think you should be doing and not doing, and pessimistic because you are creating you're creating a future which is you feel that you don't deserve this goodness. And if you've got this goodness, it might not lead to the goodness you have in mind. So you will probably start figuring out that this can go wrong, this can go wrong, if this happens and this is going to happen, and it's all going to blow out of proportion, right? So it's your own creation for one. So don't get into that, Sagittarius. Just the future will get shaped by the actions of your present. Don't dwell and don't mull over all these things in the third week of September. Now, since these cards have come out, there is it's very likely that you will spend some time mulling on these kind of pessimistic thoughts. But that's your free will, whether you do it for a day or whether you do it for all 7 days. That's where you can exercise your free will and change the course of this particular week's reading. And instead of 7 days, you can make it to 1 day, half a day, max 2 days. Not beyond that. Catch yourself, Sagittarius. Don't build up. You got to build something good, something happy, something which flares your fire, your energy, your passion, your drive. That gets fanned. Those flames get fanned. Don't put a dampener of the water on this and extinguish that fire. See, it's a card of all blue and water and clouds, right? So don't dampen your spirits by creating a pessimistic future for yourself. It'll happen when it happens. Your focus is to work with what you have. Don't spend too much time in the future. It's just going to get very poisonous and toxic for you to handle. 4th week of September, Sagittarius, Magic Prayer. This is a beautiful card to get. How lovely is that? With the head bowed down here, now the head is, you're looking up towards the heaven in the light, from the moonlight into sunlight, from, this dull, dreary blue to a vibrant and prosperous green. Green is always nature, green is always healing, green is always growth, right? And magical energies of Mother Nature to heal and to cure everything. Speak your prayers and listen for the answers and keep the faith. So this is all something your own creation, coming from a very pessimistic perspective, and your own, this is something you're making for yourself. Now you get out of that and you just surrender to the universe to help you with this in the best possible way, because it's only the universe and the Almighty who has that power to infuse us also with enthusiasm, right? Giving some messages, giving some answers to our prayers, sending some signs, just developing and cultivating that faith and holding on to it. So time to get out of this past week. Definitely don't spend too much time on that. See, Ace of Wands, that's beautiful, lovely and powerful, and the Page of Cups. Don't get emotionally drawn into this entire thing. Disconnect from your emotions. Focus on your energy, focus on your prayers, focus on your faith, focus on the divine, focus on your passion, your fire, and work on that. Don't get too swept up in your emotions, Sagittarius, because it's not taking you the right path. Whenever you do that, just disconnect and send out a prayer to the universe to help you stay motivated, to help you stay in the present and do what you can. For those of you who are waiting for your studies to start, this is what you really need. Keep the faith that till that time comes, let me not dwell on the pessimistic aspects of it. Let me not put my energies down thinking of something unpleasant, right? So just disconnect emotionally and focus on what you can do, and spend a lot more time in nature. Spend your time in meditating, praying, staying quiet. If you find it a little difficult to get too proactive or too enthusiastic about it, at least do not get pessimistic about it. keep a neutral stance. Follow through with whatever it is that inspires you. Go ahead, just keep that time fruitfully occupied. Spending all your time in prayers is going to be wonderful. There's nothing more than that which can connect you with your source and get you all the right guidance. So reach out to the universe and wait for it to respond. It will do that. It will give you your answers. That is also a definite yes with the Ace of Wands, right? So with that, it's a wrap of your reading, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching.